Hi, welcome to another craft video from the Kansas City, Kansas Public Library. I'm Cheryl and I'm in charge of the craft kits at the main library. And today's video is to accompany a kit that we'll be giving out starting February 1st, 2025. But if you don't live near our library or you're watching this later on our YouTube channel, don't worry, I'll tell you everything you need to purchase to make this kit from supplies that you have at home. Now, what we're making today is a super simple and easy kit, an easy craft. We are making flatback marble magnets. And in the kit you have the option of two different things. We have mermaid tails and we have flowers in two different shapes. You will get enough in the kit to make 3 magnets. And these are about the simplest things to put together. It's all just glued together. It goes together quick and easy, 5 minutes maybe, max. And they're very strong magnets. These are, I believe these are not rare earth magnets, but they are very strong ones. So you can hold up a lot of things on your fridge with these. So in the kit you will have 2 bags, a set of 3 magnets, and a tube of E6000 glue. And I in particular like E6000 glue because it's very strong and it will hold up nicely on the slick surfaces of the marble. In one bag you have all of your pre-cut shapes and 3 flatback marbles. In the other bag you will have a little bit of iridescent glitter. Now this is in its own separate bag because this is completely optional. I know some people out there do not like glitter, so it's on its own little bag and you don't have to use it. What I've done is I don't know if you can see this on camera. Yeah, I guess you can. I have put a little bit of this iridescent glitter underneath the magnet on this one. Underneath the marble on that one and this one. And see how it shows up when you move it around. It's just a little iridescent. You can use any color glitter if you're making this with your own supplies. Any color glitter is fine. You'll just need to cut out your own shapes because we have them pre-cut. Now we used our Cricut cutter. However, you can just print out images on the internet, from the internet, free, royalty-free images. I'd like to print them on cardstock, but some of these are printed on regular paper, scrapbook paper. It doesn't really matter. I just cut them out with scrapbook paper. And you will have 3 mermaid tails, and you will have multiple sizes and shapes and colors of these. So we have pointed ones, and you should have 3 or 4 large of each shape and 3 or 4 small, looks like 3 of each shape. And you will layer these together to form the flower like this. Now you can mix and match the flower shapes too. So let's say you have this one here, you can use one of the small circular ones, the rounded ones, instead of the pointy ones. You can mix and match as long as you have one larger one and one smaller one. And we cut out the sizes to be just to where the marble fits nicely in the center. See how that goes? I hope you can see that. And that's how we cut it out to the right size. So if you are doing this at home, what you can do is just put your marble down on a piece of scrapbook paper, and you can draw a little flower shape around it or a little star shape or something like that, and then cut it out. and then you want one that's a little bit bigger than that, so that you have the two sizes. That's all you'll need. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started putting these together. I'm going to start with mermaid tails, and you will have 3 different kinds of mermaid tails in case you want to make all 3 mermaids, all 3 of your magnets to be mermaids. Now, when you're using these little tubes of E6000 glues, they do dry out quickly, so they do come sealed, and you will need to take, there's a puncture tool on the back of your lid, and you will need to take that and you will need to push that down to puncture the seal before you can use it. Now, the first thing I'm going to do, if you want to do the glitter, what I recommend is to get another piece of paper or something like this, and you will just add a little bit of glue, just a little layer. You don't need much. A little layer of glue. Excuse me. And then you will sprinkle just a little bit of the glitter on there. And then tap it off. And then you'll have your little glitter. Now you can do that along all of it if you'd like, or just under the marble. And then you can just fold this up and dump it back in the bag or in the trash. Now we're going to take one of the marbles. They're flat back, just clear flat back marbles, and I'm going to put a layer of glue. You don't have to be too thick, but just a good layer. And then we set it right down on there in the center. Easy peasy. Then we take one of our magnets and we put a nice good layer on there, and we set it right under the marble like this, so that they are forming a nice little stack. And we set this aside to dry. Now, E6000 does take a little bit to dry. It takes a couple hours to dry to the touch, and it takes about 24 hours to completely cure. So I would not use these on a vertical surface for at least a few hours, because it will still be a little bit loose until it's completely dry. So leave those just set aside to dry for at least a few hours. Now for the flowers, it's very similar process. If you don't want to use the glitter, you don't have to. In that case, you'll just put a layer of glue on your marble, and you, whoops, I grabbed the wrong size. You set the marble in the small one. And now we are going to make it a little bit three-dimensional. See how this comes up around and is up, and it's a little three-dimensional. So to do that, when you put this down on here, then you're going to hold it gently, and you're just going to fold the petals up around. There we go. It doesn't have to be creased or anything. Then you put a little bit of glue on the big one and set this down. And I like to offset the petals so that the smaller petals go inside, in between the bigger ones. I just think it looks better that way. And then I glue the back on. A nice layer of glue. Set it right in the center so that it is a nice little stack there, and set it aside. And there it is. that's it. I know, super simple, super quick, and really, really, you know, pretty. This is a good project to do, this is a good project to do to use up all of your leftover scrapbook pieces. If you've done a bigger project and you have lots of smaller pieces like about this size and you want to do something with them, but you don't know what, look, this is it. You can just mix and match. You don't have to have a bunch of the same size, a bunch of the same color, and you just cut out the shapes and glue them. And you can do this same project with, you can do any shape. You can do stars, circles, squares, triangles. You can even do like 2 or 3 layers. If you have a star that's a big star and then a smaller star and then a smaller star, you can do 3 sizes and not just 2. So it's super simple. Okay, well, thank you for viewing another craft video from the Kansas City, Kansas Public Library. I'm Cheryl, and I will see you next time. Bye.